Hi Pisces, welcome and welcome back to my channel. We are doing your weekly messages this week for the 11th of March up until the 17th of March, which is Paddy's Day. And you also got Serendipity, which is also about luck. So we'll talk about that. So bringing that actually straight to light, we have the Serendipity card. So this is basically saying that the universe is kind of like on your side at the moment. They're working on behalf of you, or Spirit is working on behalf of you. This is a time of being very lucky, of being in the right place at the right time, meeting the right people, seeing the messages from Spirit leading you to where you need to be. It's basically about being on the right path. So that's great and being very lucky. So very excited for you. And then we have the new moon eclipse, and it says expect powerful change. And with this card, it is about how exactly that there's change coming, but again it says that you're on the right path here. So whatever's happening at the moment, it's like kind of Spirit is kind of leading you down this path to bring you to some sort of purpose, or to meet some sort of people or person, or go down I don't know, a new job path or something like that. But whatever it is, you're meant to go down this, and this is a very powerful change. The universe is working on your behalf, so just roll with it basically. And as usual, change is difficult, but you do need to just go down this path. It is for you, this path. So we have the armadillo spirit, and it says set healthy boundaries. And with this card, it is about exactly that, setting some healthy boundaries. So you need to figure out, where do you end and someone else begins? It's not about constantly giving to other people. It's also not about not giving to other people. It's just about where you need to say no, and that you can use no as a full sentence. You don't have to, please other people and that type of thing. And it's not about being rude to anyone else. It's about just doing what is best for you. So I have done a little bit of a different, it's still the same layout, but just for trying to kind of make the best of the space that I can, I am going to lay the cards out differently, even though it's the same layout, and I'll explain it then. So what do we need to know for Pisces, 11th to 17th of March? Okay, so we start your reading with the Five of Cups. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Six of Wands, the Four of Wands, the Hanged Man, Three of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Fool. Very nice. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have Strength, the Five of Pentacles, and Temperance. Wow. So we're going to have to pile those up there. So with underneath the deck, as you know, these are things that you either don't see coming or things that are happening in the shadows. So with Strength, this is telling me that what's coming in for you is a lot of confidence. You're going to have a lot of inner strength at this time. You're going to be able to go out and get what you want, and be very kind of driven and a go-getter. Sorry, Pisces, I just had to cough. Then we have the Five of Pentacles. So this might be having the strength to get over something where you felt like you were left out in the cold, or some sort of like financial burdens or financial issues at this time. This is a card of poverty, so you're going to have the strength to get over this and the confidence to get over this. And we have Temperance. So whatever is causing this is basically divine getting involved. This is divinely guided, but you need to be patient with yourself, with other people, and you also need to create balance back in your life. So this is about moving past any negative times or negativity that's created within your own mind, and having the inner strength to move past that and find the balance again in your life. But you need to be patient, and you need to actually go out there and put in that work. So we have, actually, let's start with this. So right at the center of your reading, we have the Four of Wands. I know it doesn't look like the center, but this is the center of your reading. So what's on your mind is very likely a person on your mind that is someone that is romantically involved with you. You might see them as a soulmate or a twin flame. That's most likely what's happening. Otherwise, it's got something to do with your foundations, with a house, with maybe moving home or something like that, or your happiness in general, like something where you feel very stable and happy. How did we get here? We got the Five of Cups. So this is basically something that you are upset about, from maybe you're not unable to let go of the past. Maybe you might be focusing on the negative, or just in a very kind of hurt place where you're not able to let go of the things of the past and be able to move on. You're very focused on this still. It is also about sadness and a bit of grief as well. We also have the Emperor here. Maybe it has to do with whoever you're looking at as the divine masculine, whether that be yourself or the other person involved. This is someone who could be a Taurus or Aries. And it is also, it does have to do, we also have Sagittarius here. We have Pisces here, which is you. We have Aries again. And yeah, so with the Emperor then, like I said, either it's yourself, if you resonate as the divine masculine, where you have now, you felt like you've now healed yourself from this past, or you are healing at the moment to become the healed version of yourself. Otherwise, it's you focus on the past of something that was negative before that upset you, that you're wanting this divine masculine to come into your life, a healed person who's very kind of like a go-getter, someone who is very driven, who doesn't take any BS either though, like very stable energy. And then we have the Three of Cups. Oh, also, if this has got to do with your work, then this has got to do with you wanting to get to the point where you can become your own boss, or that you can kind of grow within your career to become some sort of leader, that you lead other people in some way. And this is also the Father of the Tarot. So if that's what you're wanting as well, if that's what brings you happiness and stability, maybe that's something on your mind. Three of Cups here. So this could have to do with something to do with a friendship of some sort, or feeling like you need support in some way. Maybe you're getting to this point of happiness because you're feeling more supported than what you were in the past. Or also this is about having a good time. So that's about having a good time and celebrating, and so is the Three of Cups. So it could be that you want to have fun with what you're doing in life. Like you don't just want to like it to be completely serious all the time. And then we also have the Fool here. So this is also, you know, what's leading you to this place is some sort of new beginning, being able to jump in and take the leap of faith, and just trusting that the universe has your back, especially with that serendipity there as well. And they expect powerful change. This is a new beginning. And this is also in the place of your outcome. So we will clarify that. Then we have, so in your 3D world next week, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So you could be in a position where you are putting a lot of work into where you're wanting to get to, whether that is within your job, whether that's within yourself, whether like to grow yourself, or whether that is in your career, within a relationship, whatever it is, your purpose. You're putting in the work at the moment. You're putting in consistent effort and hard work towards one of your goals. And you can see like it's just one step at a time. There's no kind of racing through this. Even if you are a little bit impatient, you know, it's just slow and steady wins the race. We have the Six of Wands here, and this is in the place of your emotions. You could be feeling very successful and victorious with something next week. You could also feel like you have a lot of support again, and that maybe you're getting a lot of followers. You could feel like you're in the spotlight in some way, and that's making you very happy, but it is just very successful, victorious energy. And then we have the Hanged Man in the place of your thoughts. So you could be feeling a little bit stuck now, or that you are now you're letting go and surrendering to the universe, to the divine, to just allow what's going to happen. So with that surrender basically allows things to come into you, which is probably why the serendipity is coming here, the temperance is here, the expect powerful changes here. You could just be in this place where you're now surrendering, you're trusting your intuition as well, which we'll get to that, but you're trusting your intuition, and you are maybe looking at things from a fresh perspective as well. And then in your purpose and that type of thing, your purpose, your goals, your drive, passions, desires, all of those good things, we have the High Priestess. So that is your energy there, and you're in this phase of just trusting your intuition, you're trusting your gut. This is also divine feminine in a way, and so you could be the divine feminine rather than the divine masculine and wanting this masculine in your life. Otherwise, you are just in a feminine energy when it comes to these things, that you're able to receive things. You're not kind of chasing after them, you're trusting your gut, and you're just kind of following your path in that. In relation to that, you could also be in a very spiritual time where, like I said, you're surrendering to the universe and you're just listening within. You're listening within yourself, you're listening to the universe, you're listening to spirit, and you're kind of being guided in a certain direction. And with the outcome being the Fool, so the outcome after next week will be some sort of new beginning. So there's definitely a new beginning coming here, and it's one that you have to have faith for. So let's get some clarifiers here. So the first thing I want to clarify is, what was this Five of Cups that you went through? The Ace of Pentacles. It might have something to do with your money or your job. Otherwise, it's just got to do with something that you thought would be very stable. Like you were putting in the time and effort into something that you thought would turn out to be a fruitful investment, but maybe you're disappointed because it didn't turn out the way that you wanted it to. Yeah, exactly. With the Three of Swords at the bottom, you were very disappointed, or otherwise you were hurt about something that didn't work out the way that you wanted to when you put in the effort. And you were like wanting this new beginning. So let's see, what is the Four of Wands here? Wow, Four of Wands is the Emperor again. So this has definitely got to do with either some form of stability, or like, you know, building the foundations in some way. Otherwise, it does have to do with like bringing in a divine masculine or becoming this healed divine masculine in your life. With the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck with that as well. So it is definitely about, you know, this wish fulfillment that you're wanting that is coming in for you next week. So whatever that wish is with the Emperor and the Nine of Cups and the Four of Wands, for me, it does feel like it has to do with romance. But if it is just career, then you could just be, you know, building those foundations, being a bit more stable and getting your wish fulfillment of what it is that you want for happiness. It's a lot of happiness there. So let's see, what is this? I'm going to clarify, what is the Emperor? The Emperor is the King of Cups. So it's definitely got something to do with your emotions. If that is got to do with the career or anything like that, you want to be like a very kind leader. You want to lead with your heart. You want to make decisions with your heart over your head. You want to kind of worry about like other people's well-being as well as your own. It's very caring, giving energy, like that type of thing. If it's not got to do with the career, then it is just someone who is close to your heart that you're wanting to come in. It could be a water sign, but it's definitely someone that you want to both show and receive love from, as well as be caring to, supportive, devoted, all of those lovely emotional good things. Okay, let's see, what is this Hanged Man here? The Hanged Man is the Six of Pentacles. So maybe you might have felt like, if this is to do with work or funding, maybe you felt like you didn't have the funds or the support to be able to do this before, and you're kind of now surrendering. That's why you felt stuck, and now you're surrendering and letting go to the universe to allow this balance to come back into your life. Otherwise, if it is a relationship, there was kind of like some sort of imbalance in the past, and what's coming in now is that like you felt stuck beforehand, and what's coming in now is that you're releasing, and what the release will do, what you not trying to control the situation will do, is bring in some form of balance or finances that you might have needed, maybe some form of help as well, assistance in some way. With the Eight of Wands there, that might be some form of communication, otherwise some form of quick movement, maybe some sort of desire that's, or your purpose that you're feeling like it's all pointed in the same direction. Now you know where, you have more clarity on where you're going forward, basically, and it's happening very quickly. So let's see, what is the High Priestess? Okay, so two cards came out there. Wow. So we have the Eight of Cups and we have the Queen of Cups, right? And the King of Cups is on the Emperor. Like I said, that is the divine masculine. The High Priestess is, like I said, is the divine feminine in some way. Obviously they're not the exact match, but we have here the two matches, which is the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. And when there's a match in the reading, I always say that is probably got to do with the soulmate. Maybe the High Priestess is feeling like you needed to walk away from something because something was missing, and you trust in your gut now that you do need to walk away, and kind of like it's your heart that you're closing, you're very still like very caring, very giving, you know, all of those things, very loving, and you show your love, but you're kind of holding back on giving that to just whoever right now, and you're trusting your instincts. You're going within to see like who deserves that now. And then the reason why I said oh wow is because we have at the bottom of the deck again the High Priestess. So definitely trusting your intuition, and lots of cups energy here as well. It's going within, it's feeling your way through instead of just thinking it through, you know, or acting. You're trusting your gut basically. So let's see what is the Fool here, and this is the outcome. So let's get some information on this. The Five of Pentacles. This is a new beginning that has to do with something that you felt very left out in the cold from, or either that or that it, like I said, it was very negative. There's that Five of Pentacles there. It's the same energy, same card. So it is about kind of a new beginning, moving away from any sort of financial difficulty, or moving away from any sort of issues in relationships, or focusing on the negative within yourself, something along those lines. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords. There's those boundaries, those healthy boundaries that you're setting. This is the no BS card as well. So you could be kind of saying absolutely not, no more. I'm not going to put others before myself. I'm going to focus on myself. I'm still going to be caring and loving and kind and all of those nice things, but I'm putting myself first now. Like, I'm not going to be going forward with that. But whatever this new beginning is, it's going to help you out financially, because you are going to be in the right place at the right time. To get past whatever financial issues you've been having. Oh, Pisces, actually, I don't know if I even said this, but your energy is the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands next week is that you're feeling like you need to kind of give that last push to be able to get to where you want to be for this new beginning. So you need to kind of persevere through any sort of hardships that you're going through right now. You could be feeling a little bit defensive as well, but it's time to just keep pushing, keep going through. Even if you're hurt, even if you're tired, just keep going, because you really are nearly there. You're nearly at that new beginning, and the universe has your back. Like, there's so many things here that says the universe has your back. So let's get some advice for you, Pisces. Okay, so we have the Mother of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Pentacles, and we have the Lovers. So what's going on here, the advice would be that you need to kind of be very nurturing to yourself, give yourself a lot of self-love and self-care at this time, as well as be, you know, nurturing, supportive to other people that obviously deserve it, but put yourself first, because we have that, you know, the set boundaries. This is also about just tending to the daily tasks, making sure that, you know, that you've done the grocery shopping and that the house is nice and clean, or, you know, that type of thing. It's just looking after yourself, really. It is also about being, you know, in a very kind of fertile time. So it could have to do with the fact that maybe there's even children on the mix or that type of thing. But I don't think it is that. I more think that with it being a fertile time, like you could birth in some sort of new project, or you're nurturing this new project. This is the new beginning. Maybe you need to look at things from a fresh perspective. You need to kind of put in the time, the effort, the money, whatever you need. You basically make that investment, like I said, whether that's your time or your money or whatever, your effort, you make that investment and put in the groundwork now, because it could be something very fruitful in the future. And also, this is saying that there might be some sort of big decision that you need to make, and if it is a really big decision that you need to make, maybe you need to rely on some sort of partnership to make this decision. Otherwise, you need to rely on your own heart to make this decision. The Lovers is about partnership. It could be about actual soulmates with that Four of Wands as well, and a bunch of other stuff with the Temperance and all of those good things. But if it's not about that, it is just partnership in some way. Maybe if it's got to do with the business or work or something like that, you need to connect with a colleague, or you need to kind of get a business partner to be able to get something off the ground. So let's get a romance angel for you for next week, Pisces. We have Worth Waiting For. Divine timing is at work in your love life. What did I say? Serendipity, divine timing is working in your love life. Four of Wands, you surrendering, you trusting your gut. Like, it's overall, it's a very good reading. I can see you've come from a very tough place, but going forward, there's a lot of good coming in here, and you're going to have the strength to get over this. This is divinely guided. So Pisces, I hope that resonated. If it did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys again next week. Take care.